Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I am a lover of all things makeup, as you are clearly going to see in this video. So this video is going to be a ranking slash like mini fast review of all of the products that I tried in December and January. Total, there are, let me look. 28 products, oh my god, that I tried in December of 2020 and January of 2021. As always, details about what I'm wearing on my face are going to be in the description box below. And if you are interested in seeing me ranking my makeup products that I tried over the past 2 months from worst to best, you should definitely keep on watching. Number 28, this is super easy, because this was the only makeup product that gave me an allergic reaction. And these are the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. I wanted to love these so much, but when I put them on my eyelids, it just felt like burning, tingling. It just did not feel right. When I removed them from my eyelids, I had crusts on my eyelids. They were really red and irritated and swollen. So the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames are ranked last, even though they swatched beautifully, because they gave me a really bad allergic reaction. I don't have these with me anymore because I can't use them, so I actually ended up giving them to a friend of mine, and hopefully she won't be allergic to them and she'll get a lot more use out of them than I was able to do. But the Twin Flames, last place. All of the other products I'm ranking in this video are products that I like at least one element of. That's the only product that I like really hated. So number 27, this is the Alien Cosmetics Holiday Palette. I do like this palette for some things. Like, if you look at it, the shimmers in here, most of them are pretty nice. It's the mattes that I was having issues with. I felt like the blues in here, the blue mattes in here were pretty patchy, just weren't blending out well. It wasn't giving me the pigment I desired. The reds performed a lot better than the blue mattes did, and I feel like the shimmers are beautiful, but because I was attracted to this palette for the color story, and there's a lot of blue mattes in here, and the blue mattes were something I was interested in using, I just haven't been reaching for this palette very much just because of that, so that's why I've ranked it at second to last. At number 26, we have the Vive Modern Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade 9 Teas. So this is what it looks like. I like this lipstick again. I think it's really nice. The packaging is really luxurious. There's a magnetic closure, which is super nice. And I do think the formula is good. I like how the lipstick smells. I like how it wears. The issue that I have with this is that I tend to have drier lips, especially in the winter time. And I find that this lipstick really emphasizes the texture of my lips. And if they're really dry, it'll like skip over some of those spots. So I do like this lipstick. I just feel like my lips need to be really moisturized before I use this, just so I don't have like any of that texture showing through. So I do like this a lot, but that's why it's ranked where it is ranked. At number 25, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame Quad. So I tried this in a video where I was trying makeup that I got from Cult Beauty, and here's what the quad looks like. I do like this quad. I actually like 3 of the 4 of the shades of the quad, but this metallic kind of looking shade on the bottom corner right here, this just doesn't give it to me. This is very subtle sparkle, which I'm not looking for at all. I never look for that. When I want shimmer and glitter and sparkle, I'm looking for intense payoff. So for that reason, it's ranked here. I do like these other 3 shades. I think they're beautiful satins and they blend really easily on the eyes and they wear really beautifully. But it's that like pop shade down here that I'm not really a fan of. At number 24, we have the Pink Honey Wonder Wax. So this is a UK indie brand and they make all things when it comes to brows. And what they pride themselves on is really good brow products that can give you fluffy brows and that also smell nice. So I have this in just like the clear shade. It looks kind of yellow in the container, but trust me, it's clear on the brows. So I do like this. I have used a similar product from Patrick Ta for a while, which I'll put that somewhere over here, just so you can see what that looks like. But I find with the Patrick Ta product that it doesn't really hold my brows the way I want it to be held. I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't do exactly what I want it to do. I have the same issue with this. So I just think something's wrong with my brows. My brows just don't want to have like that fluffy soap brow kind of look. So I mean, I've tried the Patrick Ta, I've tried this, and nothing really holds them in place. But I do think that this holds them in place better. And I do like this better than the Patrick Ta, because the Patrick Ta one I got was tinted and I felt like it transferred a lot, not to my brows, just because my brows are pretty thin. While this one, because it's clear, I feel like it just applies better. It doesn't like transfer onto my skin like above my brows. So for that reason, this is ranked where it's ranked. At number 23, we have these Give Me Glow liquid lipsticks. I have them in the shade Just What I Wanted, which is like this purpley shade, and also Christmas Red, which is a red shade. So I got these liquid lipsticks and also some lip glosses, which I'll be talking about later in this video, from the Christmas morning gift box that Give Me Glow came out with, like just before Christmas. So it came with the Christmas morning palette, these 2 liquid lipsticks, and 2 lip glosses. And I bought the box knowing that it came with liquid lipsticks, even though I'm not the biggest liquid lipstick fan, just because I have drier lips and all the stuff I've mentioned before. So for a liquid lipstick formula, this is really nice. They stay on the lips really nicely. They're not too drying. They're very pigmented. They're not streaky, all of that, but they're ranked where they're ranked just because I'm not the biggest fan of liquid lipsticks. So these are the Give Me Glow liquid lipsticks. At number 22, we have this lip liner from Vive. This is the Modern Lip Definer in the shade Velvet Sands. As you can see, it's a nude shade, and I bought it to match with the lipstick that I talked about earlier. So I do like this lip liner. It's a really nice lip liner. The one thing, again, I feel like I only use this with the lipstick just because like they're the same brand. I bought them to go together. So that's why it's ranked a little bit lower. It's not my favorite lip liner formula. I think that would have to go to the Lisa Eldridge lip liner formula, but it's nice. It's nice. I just am not using it as much as I would like with my other lip liners. At number 21, we have another Alien Cosmetics palette. This is the Alien Cosmetics and Serendipity palette. So I love the artwork on this, by the way. This is beautiful. But opening it up, it looks like this. This is a nicer palette than the holiday palette. The mattes are better quality. The shimmers, again, are really beautiful and are like that wet kind of textured shimmer, which I really like. The thing is, I just haven't been using this palette as much as I thought I would when I got it. And I think that's due to the color story in here. These colors just, I don't know. When I look at this palette, nothing jumps out to me as like, yes, that's what I want to do with this palette. I feel like when I use this, I have to like think about it like a lot, what I'm gonna do. So for that reason, it's ranked a little bit lower. Also because the holiday palette just wasn't my favorite quality. I just feel less inspired to use this other Alien Cosmetics palette. So this is why this is ranked a little bit lower on the list. At number 20, we have the BH Cosmetics Cotton Candy palette. So this is the pinks and purples palette from BH Cosmetics' Sweet Shop collection. I really like this palette. This palette is great quality, both the mattes and the metallics. I just find that from all the 3 Sweet Shop palettes, this is the one I'm using the least, so that's why it's ranked the lowest out of the 3. Also, a note about these BH Cosmetics palettes, all of them, is that they kind of smell weird to me. Like they have this like sickly sweet artificial scent to them that I don't like. So like when I use these, I want to be quick just because that scent just kind of bothers me. It's not a huge deal. It's just something I feel like that's important to note. If you're sensitive to smells, you might not like how these smell, but I do really like this palette. It's just the one I've used the least out of the 3 that I own personally, so that's why it's ranked lower than those 3. At number 19, we have the Natasha Denona Foundation X. So I have mine in the shade, what does it say? What shade are you? 4Y Fair, there we go. So this is in the shade 4Y Fair. This is a shade with a warmer undertone, a yellow undertone. So this is why I have this shade. I'm wearing it today on my face. I do like this foundation a lot. It's a nice fuller, like medium to full coverage foundation. I use one pump, and so I feel like I have more of a medium coverage finish, but I've heard you can layer this to full if that's something that you're interested in. The reason why this foundation is ranked a bit lower on my list is because I feel like this gives more of a matter finish than what I prefer. When I prefer more of like a dewy skin-like finish. So I feel like I have to work a little bit more with this just to get it to the finish that I prefer, which is a bit more dewy. But I do really like this product. You need to make sure if you do have this to shake it up. You can hear the little bead in there just because this separates real bad if you don't shake it up. But it is a really nice foundation. I bought it on the recommendation of Angelica Nikovis. This is one of her favorite foundations, and I don't regret buying it. I'm just not sure if this is gonna be a repurchase for me. At number 18, we have the Rowan 1111 quad. This is what it looks like. It's just a quad full of these like glittery, shimmery, textured metallics, and it's really, really pretty. I do really like these shades. The thing is that I feel like compared to some of my indie singles, these like single shadows, these are not necessarily as special as those. So, and then, I mean, this is a pretty pricey quad. Like I think this quad retails for like 40 bucks thereabouts. So, I mean, and this is pretty pricey. It is really nice quality. These shades again are that more like wet kind of feeling metallic, which I personally enjoy on my eyes, but I don't know. I do like these. I don't know if I'd purchase any more quads from Rowan though. They do have like 2 other ones with, again, these more like texture shades, but I do enjoy using this. I have used this quite a bit, but I'm not sure if it's worth the money. At number 17, we have this eyebrow pencil from Pink Honey. So this is a dual-ended eyebrow pencil. On one end, you have a very, very thin eyebrow pencil, which I got this in the lightest brown shade. I don't quite remember what it's called. And on the other end, you have your spoolie. So this is probably the best eyebrow pencil I've ever tried. Normally, I just use the e.l.f. one, which I think retails for like $3 or something crazy like that, which is really nice for the money. But I think that this eyebrow pencil is just nicer than that one, although it does retail for more, so keep that in mind. So I find that this just gives really nice hair-like strokes to the brows. It's such a thin pencil that I can really control where it goes. It just really matches my eyebrow color really well. So I really do like this eyebrow pencil. It's just ranked a bit lower because I feel like eyebrow pencils are kind of boring. And this, I mean, even though I have been using this like almost every day since I got it, you know, I'm not like excited to do my brows. So that's why it's ranked where it is. I mean, this is my ranking, it's my rules, right? So there you go. At number 16, we have the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. This has grown on me quite a bit. I really do like this. So this is the kind of eyeshadow primer that dries down. It doesn't really stay sticky as much as like my Milani primer does, for example. And it provides like a colored base. So like this shade is in the light shade, so I feel like this matches my skin tone pretty well when I do apply it to my eyes. So it really cancels out any redness, veins, discoloration, anything like that on your eyelids. This is a really nice product. I've tried this with multiple eyeshadow formulas like ColourPop, Natasha Denona, BH. Basically every single eyeshadow formula I own, I feel like I've tried this primer with, and it works beautifully with all of them. I do really like this product. I think it's great. Similarly to the brow pencil I just talked about, it's ranked, you know, kind of in the middle because it's a boring product to me. Like, why would I rank eyeshadow primer, you know, super high? Like, it's not super exciting, but I mean, I'm the kind of person that I cannot live without eyeshadow primer if I'm gonna do makeup the way I wanna do it. So this is an important product. It's just kind of boring, so that's why it's where it's ranked. At number 15, we have the BH Cosmetics Pistachio Palette. I'm not gonna talk about this as long as I talked about the Cotton Candy Palette. There's a lot of things that I said apply. This is a great formula. I really love the palette, both the mattes and the metallics. I don't like the smell, but it's not like a deal breaker for me. And I just love greens. I love wearing greens on my lids. It's in the middle just because there's things, especially eyeshadow formulas, that I've tried that I like more. So this is great, especially for the price, but there's some things I like a little bit better. So this is why the Pistachio palette, and as you'll see, the Bubblegum palette, are ranked where they're ranked. And at number 14, we have the Bubblegum palette. So right after the Pistachio palette, great formula, cannot complain on that front. I just like these blue eyeshadows, that they inspire me a little bit more than the greens. But what I really want to do is play with the green palette and the blue palette together. I'd love to do like a green and blue look that's like inspired by like the ocean, or just something really beautiful that combines both palettes together. So this is why this palette's number 14. I mean, it's a great palette, but there's some things I've tried that I like a little bit more. When I was deciding the rankings for this video, this is where it started to get really hard, because all of these things I love so much. So keep that in mind. At number 13, the Huda Beauty Nude Rich Obsessions palette. This is a beautiful palette. Number one, I love this packaging with like this textured front. I think it's really beautiful. And then just opening this up, you have all of these rich nude shades, which hence the name. And these are just beautiful on the lids. The mattes blend like a dream. These metallics are just nice metallics. Are they like as intense and foiled and beautiful and sparkly and shifty as my indie metallics? No, of course not, but I wasn't expecting that. But this is just a really nice eyeshadow formula, and when I want something that's neutral but a little bit more dramatic, this is a palette I'm reaching for. And at number 12, we have the Huda Beauty Nude Medium Obsessions palette. So the same thing applies as the Nude Rich palette. Formula is beautiful, both mattes and metallics, and I just really enjoy using this palette when I want something nude on my eyes, but a little less dramatic than the Nude Rich. This is just really nice for like every day. I can imagine that when I go back into the office for work, whenever that happens, which who knows, this will be a palette that I probably reach for a lot, just because it's really simple. I can get an eye look out super quickly, but I know exactly what I'm doing when I look at this, and it's just a beautiful formula that is like no fuss for me. So love this palette. At number 11, we have the Natasha Denona Mini Glam. This is a great palette. Oh my goodness. This was my first time ever trying Natasha Denona's eyeshadow formula. And after trying this, I want to buy like everything now. This is just a great palette formula. I mean, these mattes blend like a flippin' dream. They're so stunning. And these metallics are also really nice. Like these metallics are like what I wanted that pop shade from the Charlotte Tilbury quad to be. I mean, these hit it out of the park. Again, these aren't as shifty, shiny, beautiful, like sparkly as my indie shadows, but that's not what I'm really going for when I reach for this palette. I'm going for something neutral, quick, easy, simple, literally don't have to think about it, have all of the shades I need to complete a look in this palette. So I really enjoy this palette. At number 10, we have the Viseart Dark Edit palette. I really like this palette. This is a bit of an older release that I decided to get just because it had been catching my eye for a while. And as you can see, it's just full of dark mattes, colorful mattes, and dark colorful shimmers. And I will say the shimmers formula is not as like poppy as I want, especially for like the kinds of colors that these are. But these mattes are something else. Oh my goodness. And that's why I ranked it so high in this ranking video. So these mattes blend seamlessly, have a nice color payoff. They're not patchy at all. I mean, they're just a pleasure to work with. So that's why I enjoy this palette a lot. Also, I really like the small size and the small pan size. So I mean, I will never hit pan on like 99% of the eyeshadow palettes I own. So I feel like with the small pan size, you know, you're paying less, but you have a lot of color selection, and I feel like I'm more likely to hit pan and feel accomplished. So that's why I really like this Viseart palette. At number 9, we have these Give Me Glow lip glosses. So I have the shade Extra Frosty, which is like this clear lip gloss with a little bit of shimmer in it. And I also have Peppermint Cocoa, which this one has been one of my go-tos. And this is just like a beautiful pinky brownish nude gloss. These are such a nice formula. I feel like they remind me a bit of like the Odin's Eye Cream lip stains, which I also love. So it's a kind of like a liquefied lipstick in the way that it's a liquid version of a lipstick, in that it's as pigmented as a lipstick, but you know, it's in like a tube instead, like this like tube, lip gloss tube. But I feel like these really shine because just the shine that they give and the moisture that they give to your lips and just the way they look, they make your lips look so juicy and just really amazing. So I really like these, and these are why, that's why they're ranked number 9. At number 8, we have my Tower 28 lip glosses. I have quite a few of these. So This big one is in the shade Cashew, which is from like their Milky Lip Jelly collection, so it's a bit more neutral. And then I also have XOXO, which is this pinky shade. I have Fearless, which is this purple. I have Fire, which is this orange. And then I also have Chill, which is the clear. So I feel like these lip glosses, they look kind of intimidating in the tube, especially like the purple one for me. But on the lips, they're a lot more sheer than you would think. Not so much the nude one. I feel like the nude one gives a good color payoff, but these brighter ones are a bit sheerer. But I mean, these are everything I love in a lip gloss. They make your lips look juicy. They provide moisture. They just look beautiful on the lips. They wear really well for a gloss. I mean, what's not to love? Tower 28 lip glosses, I love, love, love them. At number 7, this is a product I've been testing out for the past few days. And I really like it. I really, really like it. And this is the Auric Glow Lust. I have this in the shade Morganite, which is, I believe, the lightest shade that they have. So, number 1, this packaging. I mean, it is heavy, heavy frosted glass. This cap, like, just look at that. It's like gold drips down the side. It's beautiful. And, I mean, the cap's on tight just to make sure the product doesn't dry out. But, like, when you look at this pump, it's just a super nice pump. I mean, I love this product. I feel like this is the indie version of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And you know I love supporting indie brands whenever I can. And you also probably know I love the Hollywood Flawless Filter. So, I mean, this was a super win for me. And Samantha Ravindal, who is a beauty YouTuber on this platform, I mean, she's someone I've been watching for years, and so of course I wanted to support the brand a little bit when it launched with this product. And I was just super excited to try this. And, you know, I feel like this versus the Hollywood Flawless Filter gives a little bit more of a natural glow from within kind of finish, when the Hollywood Flawless Filter gives a bit more like metallic kind of finish. So I think I do prefer this slightly more than that product. So I love this product. I've done a video with this product. You should definitely check it out. If I have posted it before. If I haven't posted it before, then it's coming soon. So I really, really do like this product. At number 6, we have the Shroud and Butte Bean It's Freaking Bats palette. Look at this color story. What's not to love about this grungy, beautiful, colorful color story? Oh my God. I love this palette. This was my first time ever trying Shroud Cosmetics. I did not know what to expect. I really love Butte Bean, also known as Betty Jean. She's a beauty YouTuber as well. And I was just like, dang it, I gotta support this. Like, I'll see what I think about the formula when it comes. And I will say, waiting for this palette took flippin' forever. The first video I ever posted was a review on this palette, so if you want to see that and see me struggle trying to edit a video and like come up with like what I'm doing, then you should definitely check that out. But it's not my finest video just because it was the first one I ever posted. But again, mattes blend beautifully. Shimmers are stunning. I really do love this palette. If you want to hear thoughts about the whole controversy with this, where like the shipping times weren't what they were supposed to be, and I got my palette later than what they said, like a lot later than what they said, you should definitely check out my review. But I really do love this palette. It's just gorgeous. Top 5, how exciting. So this is the Give Me Glow Vivid Rose palette. I've done a video with this as well if you want to check it out. I mean, just looking, if I can open it, at this color story, it is just so beautiful. I love pinks and purples on the eye. And this is probably the best pink and purple palette I own. Sorry to the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palette, but I mean, this one beats that one by a while. But this palette also is a lot more expensive, so that's something to keep in mind. These pans are huge. I will probably never hit pan in any of these shades, but wow. I feel like Give Me Glow really shines in their metallics, especially Pedal to the Metal, which is this purple down here. That one's my favorite in the entire palette. But if I had to give some criticism, I wish there were like 1 or 2 more metallics, like take away some of the mattes. Some of these deeper mattes can be a little bit harder to blend, and it takes a little bit more love and time to get them to the place that I want them to go. But once I do get there, I'm really, really happy with the overall look. So I really love this palette. I feel like Give Me Glow's metallics are so special, and they just have a great formula. Speaking of Give Me Glow, number 4 is the Christmas Morning palette. Oh my god, I don't know why I waited so long to get this. Just look at this. This is the perfect Christmas color story, and actually it's kind of funny, the first time I ever used this was on Christmas, because I think this came to me on Christmas Eve. That's when the USPS delivered it, so I was like, oh, perfect timing. So this palette is stunning. Again, the metallics are just like unbelievable, especially this Gifts Galore shade. This is like a green to like brown duochrome. It's so beautiful, and these mattes I feel like do perform a bit better than the Vivid Rose palette. The one thing I will say is that with Give Me Glow's metallic formula, most of the time you're gonna wanna do your face after you do your eyes, just because their metallics are really flaky and can like have some major fallout on your eyes, and that's just not a pleasant thing to deal with. But it's a small price to pay for the end result, because I mean, this is just a beautiful palette. At number 3, we have another thing I've done a video on, which are these Cleona shades that I have. Sorry, this palette doesn't bend backwards, so it's like, ugh. So this is just a cheap Morphe palette that I got, empty Morphe palette, but look at these Cleona shadows. I mean, they are just so pretty. I haven't used all of these yet, so like I can't provide you, you know, my like full review of these, but I've used a lot of these on my eyes. I've swatched all of them. I've admired all of them from afar for God knows how long, but these are just stunning multichromes. Most of the multichromes I have in here are glitter multichromes, but I do have, I think, one vibrant multichrome, or at least one vibrant multichrome, at least one hybrid multichrome in here. And this formula is just stunning. It was worth the wait for me to wait until they had like a restock where like things were actually in stock. It was worth it to have that, to take advantage of the sale that they were having. It was also worth it to wait for shipping from Canada. So I love these Cleona shadows. They are so pretty. Number 2, let's talk about Divina. So not all of these are Divina. In fact, most of these aren't Divina. I mean, if you want to know, like these first 3 rows are, I think, all Glaminatrix. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 ones below that, the first 5, those are from Luxie, and then this one's an old Anastasia shade. And then the bottom 5, these are from Divina. So I tried Divina for the first time. This is my first time ever ordering from them. So I was like, you know what? Everybody talks about them. I need to see what the hype is. Holy cow, I get the hype. It's so good. So I'm actually wearing 2 of these on my eyes today. I'm wearing Moonlit, which is that silver. I'm wearing that in the inner part of my eye and also my inner corner. And then, what's this shade called? This one's Messier. It's spelled Messier. And that's that 3rd one right here. And oh my god, I'm wearing that on my eyes too. And these are just so beautiful. I mean, these give you such sparkle and pigment. I feel like they give a similar kind of look to the Give Me Glow metallics, but they don't fall all over your face, and it's amazing. And so these Divina shadows, oh my god, I cannot recommend them enough. And their shipping is lightning fast. I was super impressed, because normally with indie brands, you kind of have to wait a while to get things to you, just because shipping takes a while, because they're, you know, small, like 1-woman shows or like 3-woman shows, or they just don't have a lot of employees most of the time, which I understand. But these, they are so stunning, and I would love to order more from Divina in the future, because if all of their eyeshadows are like this, ugh, I'm hooked. And number 1, if you have been paying any attention to my description box where it tells you what I'm wearing on my eyes, you probably know the answer to this. And this is the Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane palette. Holy cow, holy cow, this palette is awesome. I mean, I am rarely ever like speechless about eyeshadow, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. So these are the perfect foiled, textured, metallic, duochrome, multichrome eyeshadows of your dreams. And they're in one convenient spot. They're in this palette. They're just so beautiful on the lids. They have a wet kind of texture to them. They stick to the lids super well. A lot of these are also beautiful inner corner and brow bone shades. I mean, my goodness. These are so awesome. I cannot recommend these in this palette enough. I got this on pre-order. I had to wait like 1 or 2 months for it to ship to me, but my God, was it worth it. These are so, so, so nice. So that was ranking all of the makeup products I tried in December of 2020 and January of 2021. As you can see, there are quite a few. I like makeup a lot. And Christmas helped a little bit too. Some of these were presents from my parents. So, I mean, that helps. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is something you'd like to see in the future, where I do this every month or every other month, just depending on how much I've accumulated, you should definitely let me know, because I do really enjoy giving my opinions and my thoughts on products that I've tried, especially once I've experienced them a little bit more and am able to give more of a fully formed, fully educated opinion on these makeup products. So with that, if you liked this video, please like this video. It really helps with the algorithm, apparently. I don't know. If you like me, please subscribe. I post makeup content 3 times a week, so you get a good amount of content from me. And if you have any sort of ideas about makeup videos that you'd like to see, if you want to see more of these types of videos, please let me know down in the description box, or not description box, blah, 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 down in the comments below. That will really help me know what kind of content I should be making for all of you guys, because if you all don't watch my videos, what am I making content for? So with that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for spending just a little part of it with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.